I'm David Reed, and this is The Engine Room. Hello, and welcome back to Engine Room. We have a very special guest today, Siren Frigstad. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did. Very good, actually.
Oh, thank you. I've been practicing. So, Siren, where were you born?
Me, I was born in a small town called Vennesla, which is about 15 kilometers away from downtown Kristiansand in southern part of Norway.
Inland a bit or coastal?
Yes, it was a new neighborhood close to the forest, so I grew up with a lot of friends my age.
Yeah.
Very lucky that way. We had a lot of good times playing around in the street.
Yeah.
Building cabins in the forest.
I was thinking some forest had to come into that story. Yeah, a lot of playing in the forest. And what did you like to do as a kid? What were you interested in?
I was a bit of a strange kid, according to my mother, because I loved puzzles.
Really?
Still do, like riddles and puzzles and
like jigsaw puzzles or just complex puzzles?
Yeah, complex puzzles, things you could pick apart or put together, or riddles, things like that. Yeah.
Really?
And I did like during winter to go skiing, and
that is really odd for Norwegian people.
Yeah, very odd, actually.
Yeah. Said all Norwegians.
Yeah.
So you were a skier, but were you land or were you
cross country mainly?
Really?
Yeah.
That's still something I find strange. Cross country skiing.
It's good practicing, though.
It is good, eh? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's beautiful. I think everyone likes to go into the hills and.
You have these memories of going down when the sun is shining, and of course, we never ever liked uphills, but it's part of the game.
Of course, that's part of it. So a lot of going out to the mountains as a kid. Not swimming so much.
Not swimming so much. Did like it during summer, though.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful here. That's something everyone should experience. Kristiansand's, just the whole environment is beautiful.
Yeah, so we're very lucky with that. We can go swimming in the sea, and we can also go swimming we have several lakes around where you can go swimming.
Well, not everyone knows Kristiansand is a bit of a tourist spot. So people like to have cabins here. Is that true?
Yes, and boats, and we have a great zoo. Best zoo of Norway.
I have been to your zoo.
Yeah.
I took my son there. He loves zoos, so giraffes, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
So surprised. Norwegian giraffes.
And lions.
And lions and tigers, that's true. But the giraffes surprised me. I was like, because they're just wandering around, and I'm like, it's cold, but it's fine in the summer.
Yeah, I think they have to stay inside during winter.
They do, for sure. It's snowy today, so yeah. So did you go to college?
Yeah, I went to university. I started in Kristiansand, and then I moved to Stavanger to finish my master in offshore technology.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Offshore technology. How does that work as a master's? Were you looking? Was it all oil and gas, or?
Yes. It was mainly because of the location we have, NOV being the big driver, looking at, wow, this must be a good place to work. They had all these activities, a lot of logos, and but we also have HMH and Cameron, so we have quite a strong drilling environment. So.
Yeah, originally I guess it was, not everyone knows this, but MH originally, and then Hydrolift. Were you with Hydrolift, or did you come into NOV?
Yes, I
came
into
NOV. So so it all kind of grew out of the same kind of start. So I would know it as originally MH, and then Hydrolift, and then NOV, and then Cameron. So it was an interesting journey for the city. But do you know how many people are in the city?
It's around 100,000 inhabitants in Kristiansand currently.
It's not huge, but it is spread out quite a bit as well. It seems to be, yeah.
We've taken into small councils, and then we grew up until 100,000. Before that, it was 80,000, and then it's quite a large area.
Yeah, it just keeps growing. But we're a big contributor to the local community. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, a big private employer here in Kristiansand, NOV. So
did you, when you were in college, you were aware of NOV here already?
I was.
Yeah. So did you go straight from college to here?
No, I did not.
Okay.
When I started working, I started in one of our vendors, Parker Hannifin.
Oh, yeah.
So
Cylinder folks. That's what I think of. Seals and everything else, but yeah.
Yeah, I was working with the filtration
Were you in
process
filtration?
and hydraulic and nitrogen systems, hydrogen
See, it
systems.
shows I don't know enough about Parker Hannifin. So there's a lot more that they do. Yeah.
They do a lot, but of course, yeah, you're right. They do cylinders and motors
That's how
and
that was
pumps
my
and fittings and
my exposure was cylinders on our top drives were all Parker Hannifin. But
yeah.
yeah.
So I worked there as a technical, first technical support and then technical sales engineer.
Oh, okay.
I was there for 7 years, and then I decided it was time to move on.
Yeah.
Wanted to be a manager.
Yeah.
So I applied for a manager in my home county. I became technical manager of the county.
For the county, you mean for
County.
for the government, local government? Or?
Yeah, local government. Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I was there for 5 years, and then
So what is that job? What do you do?
You have planners. You have property, real estate. You have I don't.
So
know
a lot
the
of
name.
machines. I mean, if you're technical.
Yeah,
is there-
you have the maintenance of the
Yeah.
roads, the parks. You have maintenance of buildings,
Oh, so
cleaners. So you have
Yeah.
a lot of things.
a lot
So
going on.
it was kind of a shock.
Yeah.
My first job as a manager, and it was in a quite upper level. I was part of the counselors team, and
A lot of pressure.
yeah,
I imagine. Lots of eyes on you, and not a lot of people thanking you.
it was a bit like that.
Because I imagine that job.
Yeah.
Everyone who wants to complain.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you do. Let me tell you what's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, and then they tell you also about how you could do everything so much better.
So much
it was
better.
a
Yeah.
strange experience.
Yeah.
I will say though that there were also some people that called to say thank you, and that was
Really?
very good.
That's nice.
Thank you for removing the snow so good in my
That's a
road
big
this
deal.
morning, and yeah.
That's good. So you were running the plows that they put through the town, and
No, no.
no, I know you weren't running them, but you were responsible
yeah.
for all of that, all
Yeah.
that machinery and all that stuff.
The plans, where do we want to put our new school or kindergarten or yeah.
Wow.
So
How
it
long?
was
How long
a
did you do that?
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5
and then
years.
5 years.
Long.
And then I decided politics isn't for me. There were a lot of politics in this. So
There is.
I wanted to, and then I looked at NOV being very strong in the county or in the area. So
Yeah.
I applied for a job, and I started as a manager for BOP Lifting. Was the name of the group.
Oh, really? BOP lifting.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah. So mostly big floating units, I assume, but maybe some jackups.
We had BOP handling equipment, so it were big BOP cranes, guides, skids, sea fixings, things like that.
A lot of, and different every time.
Yeah.
Vessels changing a lot.
A lot of new design.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. So when you did that, what was your role specifically?
I was manager for the department that
all
had
engineers?
all engineers.
Okay.
Yeah, mechanical responsible, product responsible, designers, and we in Norway have a role called equipment responsible.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of those.
And
were in
equipment
the team.
responsible is like a product line guy or someone who specifically overviews the whole system?
I think it would translate into an internal project manager for the equipment
Okay.
responsible for that we are on time, budget,
Okay, yeah,
according
project managing.
to plan, to various technical procedures, clarifications. Yeah.
So that was a busy time. When did you join for that?
I did join in 2013.
13.
Yeah, so it was
Wow, timing.
great timing.
You got a good year or two in there.
Yeah, 2 very good years.
2 good years. At least I made it in just in time. Yeah.
So, and then it was, it was some rough years too.
Yeah, that was really rough. So when you arrived, we didn't even know we were going to be hitting some hard times.
No, it was all up. I remember we had in the local newspaper here, we had 1 month, 90 new hires here in Kristiansand, and that's a lot for us.
Yeah. Wow. And so you had to learn everything.
Yeah, and that took me some time because coming from the outside and getting to know the company, the people.
So big, so complex.
Yeah.
And even in your area, there's lots to learn. BOPs and you probably didn't have time to learn what a BOP is doing.
On an overall, yes, I did.
Yeah.
And we did get to go, and that's one of the things which has been very great. We did get to go to PCG to
Good.
work together and meet people there. And,
In the best years of PCG, they were producing a lot of BOPs at that time.
they had a lot of work and a lot of BOPs to produce.
So you got to go to Houston, Korea? Did you get to go to Korea?
Yes, very lucky. Korea, Vietnam, Singapore, and various countries here in Europe also.
China? Did you get to go see some
I
of the
haven't
Chinese
been to
giants?
China. No.
It's great though, isn't it? That's a great part of the work.
Yes, I consider myself very lucky that I've been allowed and able to do all these things and meet all these great people around the world.
Yeah. And so, are you still doing that, or did you progress in your job?
Yeah. Then we had this downturn. So
There was a downturn.
There's been a downturn. Yes.
I wondered what that was. It's a long downturn.
Yeah. And then they we reduced the amount of departments we had in NOV, and at that time we were called for a meeting, and the department I was manager for were combined with my manager's department, and I was convinced that now I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
It was a very strange experience. I think it was good too because it got me thinking about the people that experience this, how it feels, and
it's a horrific feeling.
Very, very horrific.
Yeah.
But I was lucky enough, I like to say skilled enough, lucky enough, to be moved into another department. So I started as manager for department horizontal pipe handling.
Oh, really?
Yeah, catwalks, gantry cranes. So I was there for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then we did a new change to be more aligned with how we do things in US.
Okay.
Also because when I started in NOV, we would have a lot of drill ships and drill packages, and now we saw that the market had changed.
Yeah.
So we started a mechanical resource pool.
Oh, central mechanical.
Yeah, so all mechanical engineers in Eastern Hemisphere were pulled into this pool, and I took over the responsibility and became manager for that pool.
Now you have to learn a lot more things.
No, I had to learn a lot, and I got to learn a lot about the equipment that I had not been exposed to, and starting a whole new discipline or a whole new department from scratch also is a good experience.
Yeah.
I was very fortunate to get this opportunity.
Yeah, I've always loved it. I started inside a product, but then over time we were buying companies, but I was always nosy. I was always like, what is that? How does that work? So. Yeah. Are you the same? Do you like learning about the different parts of the equipments and systems?
I do like that. Yeah. I sometimes find it's you kind of, when you're a manager, you also need to balance this because
that's right.
It's all about also motivating and driving people.
That's the big thing. Yeah. Especially in hard times. How was that?
It was. I think it was rough. Worst part of being in NOV was when we had to kind of let people go.
Yeah. And I know in a small town that's even harder because you face people all the time. You have to kind of live with it. Everyone feels heavy.
What it was so bad that we did a very good job because it's at the end of the day, this is something you have to do, but it has to be thought through. It has to be fair. It has to be right. So that's the only thing I took from it, which is that I do believe that all of the people I worked together with in this time were really doing as thorough evaluations as possible, and because at the end of the day you want to be able to sleep good at night.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people think when you go through those things that you just need to be tough. And I'm like, no, you need to feel it. It's okay to feel the pain. It is painful.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and people need to know you need to be as humane as you can be. It's just a very, very difficult thing. Yeah.
And also taking care of those that are staying in the company because they also
They're
experience.
Worried. And then it's like losing people. I mean, it's very sad. It's amazing how difficult it is. It's, you know, these things happen, but it feels deeply personal. It's very, very difficult. So keeping people motivated when that happens, that must have been a challenge.
It is easier now that things are starting to roll and we add on new people.
And when new people come, they're not used to things getting better, and things are getting better. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think, because I started early in the company, I always think this is how it felt. I came in at a time like now.
Yeah.
And so it was everyone felt down, but you start to feel things, oh, wow, it's getting better. Yeah, it's very hopeful.
Yeah.
That's good. So is that what you're doing now? Is that your current role?
Yes, I am. And I'm also part of the Norwegian management team in RIG, technical representative.
Yeah.
So this is a role I've had for a year and a half.
Yeah. How'd you like it?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a good team.
Yeah. We were, my role is to connect the technical areas of NOV in RIG in Norway. But I also get to do other things like putting focus on management. So we have management sessions, info. And recently we were approached by Houston, where they have started a network called Elevating Women Together.
Yeah.
So we had a kickoff for that now on March 8th.
Nice.
So, and with very good response here. So
it is good. I'm glad those are happening. I'm part of that as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm on the multicultural. I help them, but
yeah.
But that's I'm glad it's happening. It's an area we've got a lot of growth opportunity there. You know.
Yeah, and a lot of people wanted to take local responsibility, and there were a lot of positive feedback here in Norway. So it was,
Yeah, it was meant to start. I remember we were just talking about doing it at the Tower and Parkwood, which now is the Tower. And I think it didn't take long for us to go, no, this is going to have to go everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. So what else are you interested in outside of work? Nothing, of course. Just
no, only work. Yeah, 24/7.
Now, what do you like to do with your own time?
I have 3 children. The youngest one being 11. So
okay, so you're deep in the teens.
Try to. Yeah, the other ones are a bit bigger though.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so there's a gap.
A gap. But I try to follow up with him. Today we're going to the swimming pool.
Nice.
I try to exercise.
Yeah.
And then, I do like to play bridge.
Do you?
Don't tell anyone.
It
seems a bit old.
My parents were bridge players. They were very serious.
Yeah.
There's a whole community that builds around bridge.
Yeah, I think it's great. I love it. I love it.
My parents, I mean, all I knew was I worked in the bar at their bridge club. That's all I got to. But I saw everyone was so engrossed in it. You know, it was really My parents wouldn't argue much, but they would argue bridge.
Yeah.
They argued bridge a lot because they were very competitive.
Didn't.
No. My younger brother's kids did bridge with them. They just thought that was the best because most of us, we were like, meh. I don't know if your kids do the same.
They're not interested.
No, I don't know. I think it's a thing where your parents do something, you go, meh. You know, so you play bridge.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Are you part of a club or are you competitive?
I have been part of club. Right now I only do it online, but I'm planning to start in a club again very soon. I play too much online though.
Yeah. You don't bet on it.
No, I'm not that good. I'm not very good at it. I think I'm very average.
Oh.
But
That's good. That's nice. Good. Okay, so if someone was to call you to ask for anything, what are you good at helping people with if someone was to reach out?
Well, now that I've been 10 years in NOV, it's obviously getting people connected. It's how did we do this? What did we say there? Are we going to do it like this? Maybe it can be just... a lot of people like to also come and say that this is how I want to do things and explain and then ask question. Maybe only listen.
Is it a good idea?
Yeah.
Your experience is valuable, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for coming on, Siren. It's been great having you here, and hopefully we'll have you back sometime.
Yeah, it was very great being here. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.